What's up, you Disney nerds? Got one for you today. It's the Candy Camper theme park thoughts, and we got Tommy Toon, theme park conductor, and Mr. Webber in the house today. And we are going to talk about their upcoming trip to Walt Disney World. They have never been to the parks before, so we're going to get into their most anticipated rides, parks, hotels, everything underneath the sun. And then when they get back from the trip, we're going to do a round two, and we're going to talk about what they loved and what they hated. But let's get into it right now. Let's introduce the cast. Tommy Toon, you're up first.
Man, thank you for having me on, Candid. I love coming on here, talking with you guys. Man, especially, man, you always have a good perception on the parks and stuff. So I always love to get everything and soak everything in. Webba, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. I need to come down there and hang out. And Conductor, man, yeah, I know, right? Conductor, we're almost there, bro. We're almost there. Sure. We're almost there. But yeah, hey, so I'm Tommy Toon, man. You can find me at Tommy Toon World on YouTube and TikTok, and on Instagram, TommyToon_.
Love it. And by the way, I'm going to put all this stuff in the link. You'll see it. You can click it and go join and subscribe. Theme park conductor.
Absolutely. It's great to be on here. It's great to see Mr. Webba as always. I love seeing him. Candid, it was so awesome to hang with you at Disneyland when you came down. Tommy, my partner in crime when it comes to HHN and so much more. It's going to be a great time for both of us. I cannot wait. But you can find me Theme Park Conductor on YouTube and Blue Sky at Theme Park Conductor, on Instagram at theme_park_conductor, on X at Theme Conductor, TikTok at Theme Park Conductor 1, and every Sunday at 5 or 7 p.m. for Conductor Sunday live stream, where we talk everything from Disney to Universal News. We speculate, we talk rumors, we interact with the chat interacts with us. And we have a lot of amazing guests. Each one of these gentlemen have been on that live stream. Can't wait to have them back. And it's such a great time. Come join us.
Awesome. Join them. It's fun. It's great. Have fun. Be the best. Mr. Webber, the guy that makes it happen for a lot of us, especially me. He just makes it happen for me, if you know what I mean. Mr. Webber.
TheCandidCamper, thank you so much for having me, bro. I appreciate it. This is going to be a fun live. And also, we get to be here with the theme park conductor, Choo Choo, and Mr. Tommy Toon. This is fantastic. I'm excited. And since you are the host, Mr. TheCandidCamper, let's actually switch you over there.
This feels good.
There you go. It's official.
That's official. It's official. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Where can they find you?
Absolutely. You can find me, Mr. Webber, on all social media platforms at Webcast Citizen.
Love it. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. So first topic, we're going to talk about Magic Kingdom. Let's just dive right into it. So as we all know, the Magic Kingdom is supposed to be the closest thing to Disneyland that we could possibly get. You're going to get there. You're going to walk into this place, and you're going to see this amazing, beautiful, giant castle. What do you think your first thoughts are going to be when you see it?
Tommy, go first.
Thank you, Conductor. Man, I don't know my first thoughts, to be honest. Subconsciously, I feel like I'm going to be comparing it to the Sleeping Beauty Castle. And I don't want to compare, our good friend Mark Bricky, shout out Bricky. He said, you don't really want to compare too much or hate on anything and say, oh, I like this better. Just take it all in. So thinking of it that way, I think I just want to enjoy the differences of it, just not really pinpointing everything. But I do want to just because I'm going to that restaurant too. We're going to go do that. I think it's called Be Our Guest or something. It has, the Beast walking around and stuff. So I kind of just want to always take in the most Disney I can get. I know it sounds weird, but I was telling everybody like this other day is I want all Disney stuff. Like, I want to do all the Snow White stuff, man. Just knock out all and try to get Disney-fied.
I love it. What about you, theme park?
So what I'm going to do when I first see the castle, obviously it's going to be an enormous change from what we're all used to, Walt's original Magic Kingdom out here in Anaheim. One of the things that I'm going to try to do, at least for my channel, is analyze the castle, analyze the main street, analyze whatever I can. That way, when I come back home and I do my first visit back to Disneyland, I could see I could do a comparison and kind of see what the differences are and kind of break it down. And that's one thing, like Tommy said, I took away from Mark Bricky himself is just doing a lot of analyzing and trying to understand what the challenges were between Walt building Disneyland in 1955 and then 20 years
Yep.
later building Magic Kingdom. So I'm definitely going to be looking at that angle for sure.
And I love that. And
Me too.
the best part about that is that you guys nailed it both like on the head. Just knowing that Walt had so much more time to create this monster. And I call it a monster because it's just massive. It's on a grand scale. But I still want to know your reactions when you get back from going, because in my mind, there's a lot missing still. And I don't know if I don't want to be the one to say it's nostalgia reasons. So that's why I like that you guys are going for your first time and that your home base is Disneyland. Because I think that usually when someone goes from Disneyland to Disney World, it's usually like, oh, Disneyland's better. I want to see if that's always true, because a lot of people that go to Disney World and come to Disneyland say the same thing. Disney World's better. So what is the truth? What is it? I already know how I feel about it. I'm going to save that for our second video. Mr. Webber, your thoughts on seeing the castle for the first time?
Yeah. So when I do eventually go to see the castle, what I'm going to be looking at, of course, as you just point out, was kind of the size of it, because it is a massive thing. Because here in California, in our Disneyland park, we don't really have anything to that scale. Probably the biggest thing we have is the Matterhorn, and I don't know what the size comparison is between Cinderella's castle and the Matterhorn. I maybe Cinderella's castle might be bigger. I'm not sure on that. But yeah, it would be really cool to see that size castle like in the hub, right by the hub area from Main Street, especially from that angle. And Walt Disney World's or Magic Kingdom's Main Street, as far as I heard, it's also a lot wider than our Main Street is as well. So that also gives a different perspective. And currently, I think by the time Tommy and Conductor are going, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you guys are going, isn't the castle going to be in like mid repainting of it when you guys are going to be there? So that's going to be interesting to see too, because you're going to get a unique perspective on that. You're going to get there, see this castle in like mid completion of like its new color. So that's going to be
half
very interesting
pink, half white, right? That's what's crazy. Yeah, it will never look like this again. We were talking. Shout out Drew, the Disney dude. We were talking to him, and he was like, "You guys are getting this unique perspective."
Mhm.
So it's kind of like what you're saying, Wewa. We're kind of lucking out too, in a certain sense, because it's not going to be complete, but at least we see it a way that we've, other people don't normally see it.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that. And yeah, you said something too, Main Street just being wider. It's once again Main Street on steroids. This whole park is just taking all the John Jones stuff and just injecting it, undercoverly injecting it. And not saying that he did that. Don't come at me, Jones. But it's just massive, dude. And you're gonna get past that castle. Once you get past it, it doesn't let up. And that's the beauty of this park, is that you just keep gaining and gaining and gaining and getting and getting. And I know you say that you don't want to pick and choose and you want to forget Disneyland, but it's so hard to do it when you walk into Tomorrowland or you walk into Fantasyland, Frontierland, because you're going to start comparing like what's here, what's missing. That's a key word, missing, and then what's different. So you bust in, you make a left, you're still going to hit Frontierland, right? So you're traveling into Frontierland. You have right when you walk in, you see this giant, like Aladdin spinner ride, right? And this fucking camel just spitting water at everybody. And I remember the first time I seen this thing, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to get wet, number one. Number two, why is it's like not even spitting, it's projecting fucking water, like darts of water. And you know when you go on oh my god, what's that ride at Universal? That thing with the little the thing with the ears that shoots the water at people.
Yeah.
Dude, it just nails you. So be aware of that thing. But when you walk through there, you see this Agrabah and just the sheer size of Adventureland. It just makes you wonder what would happen if we had that here. What more would we gain? Just being able to walk through and not have to like push people aside, not having to lose planters and places to sit to be able to create more room. And the whole time you're in this park, that's what you guys are probably going to be thinking, like, wow, look at the size of this, and what if? So going into, I don't want to go into every single land, but I want to talk about your most anticipated ride at the Magic Kingdom. And we'll do like one ride in each area. I feel like that'd be good. So let's start off in Adventureland. What are you most anticipated to do in Adventureland, and what ride are you most anticipated to go on?
Oh man, I don't know what land is what, but I'll start out right now though with Tron for sure.
Let's do it. Let's go over to Tomorrowland.
Yeah, definitely got to lock in with Tron. I mean, that looks crazy. I know it goes by really quick, I heard, so I may have to go on it a couple times. We have not yet got Lightning Lane, but I think eventually I may grab it. Like I may have to get it because what do you think about Tron? I mean, is Tron the one?
Yeah, I love Tron. I went on it, I think twice. The first time I went on, I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. I didn't understand the contraption very well. I'm a little bit taller, so being in that was a little more difficult because my legs were like, dude, you're like like a chicken wing. You're like this, like this in there.
Oh,
so
really?
You're trying to
like it's a motorcycle.
Yeah. So like my thighs were not my thighs, my calves were like in a weird position, but it was comfortable still, and I felt safe, which was good. The second ride I did, I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna let go. I want to see what that feels like. So I let go of the handles, and I like was up like this, so you can arch your back up, and you're almost standing, and that was a way different experience.
Did other people do that?
Yeah, other people were doing it too. So I was like, okay, cool, this is cool. I'm gonna do it. So give it a try, like holding on, like you're actually racing. Then after that, just let go, dude. It's fun. It sucks how short it is because it's impressive, and the sheer size, like this thing's massive too. Like you walk up to this and you're like, I think that's gonna be one of the biggest things for you guys. And I want you to hear what you think about when you get back. When everyone says, "Oh, let's put Tron in our Tomorrowland," there's no fucking room for it. You're gonna see this thing, you're like, there's no room. There's no way. Like this place is massive, and they put it in a great spot right next to Space Mountain, and it just really, the aesthetic is so futuristic, but it doesn't take anything away from Space Mountain. So they did a really good job at completing it. But going back to what you're saying, yeah, it's a really good ride. I recommend getting Lightning Lane. I recommend getting the pass for the parks in general. I mean, how long are you guys going for?
To Disney, I think 5 days in a row, I think.
Okay. So you might not actually need a pass if you're going to just kind of be there for that long, because you should be able to get on everything. Yeah. And it's not the same. Like you're not, like your lines, yeah, you might sit in like an hour-long line, but I don't know, the lines there just feel different. And most of the stuff's indoors because it rains out there randomly. So you're always going to be like in some nice, like, air-conditioned room. So there's a lot of good show building stuff there. Conductor, what about you? What do you most anticipated in Tomorrowland?
Okay, so Tomorrowland, I'm going to go a little bit different, even though it's not a thrilling attraction, but I'm going to go retro old school. I'm more anticipated to ride the People Mover.
I knew that. I knew it was coming.
I've never done it, man. I'm ready too, bro.
Dude, okay. So just, when you ride on the train and you get like a night ride on the train and you can just relax. So think about the same thing, except you're like in a doom buggy on a track over Tomorrowland, relaxing for a longer period of time and just in your own section. That is my jam. I know, shout out to OG 55, but talk about vibes. The vibe you get on that thing is just, you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, like everyone's underneath you. Like you're looking down at little ants and you're just floating, dude. And it's great. It's a good feeling, especially walking all day. It's just a nice getaway. So definitely put that on your list. Webba, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, so actually, before I even say it, most of my most anticipated attractions for just the whole Walt Disney World in general are going to be all coasters. And I say that because, in my opinion, so here's the thing, I'm not like a huge crazy coaster fanatic at all. Like you're not going to find me on Six Flags stuff or Hollywood Drift. No. But I will say that the Disneyland Resort does need more coasters. And I love that Walt Disney World, they have like some of the coolest Disney coasters, and they're going to be getting another one like Monsters Inc. dude, that's gonna be amazing. So I will say for Tomorrowland, it would be Tron, just because it's something different. It's another coaster, right? And so it looks cool. It looks really really cool. I know that people are saying that it's short, but it's still like a different experience that we don't even have here. And that's the other thing too. A lot of the coasters over there in Walt Disney World, we don't have those here. Most of
Yeah.
the rides that we don't have are the coasters that Walt Disney World has. So again, another reason why most of my choices are going to be coasters. So Tron's going to be it.
So I love that. And once again, if you're going there and you can only ride one ride in there, all three of you are right. Like it's either going to be Tron or the People Mover. To me personally, you guys let me know how you feel about riding Space Mountain. The last time I went, I didn't ride it. So that's how much I did not enjoy their Space Mountain. It's just different. There's two tracks. What?
Oh, really? There's 2 tracks?
2 tracks, and the seating style is different. It's
Is
like
it
log style.
Cannon, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't their Space Mountain pretty much the same track layout as our Matterhorn?
Pretty much, and they crisscross it in between in circle. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. You still have to ride it, obviously. Like, don't skip it, but you need to ride it. Something that I feel like it's underrated in there and no one talks about, and if you have time to do it, the Monsters Inc. laugh floor.
Okay.
It is hilarious. So Mike and Sully has his own like laugh factory, like a comedy show, and he brings a whole bunch of people on stage to have a comedy show. And when we went, they picked on this guy that like just totally shitted on him, and he was wearing this bright ass orange shirt, and they're just capping on him the whole time that he was in the room. So it's a lot of fun. Another good place to kind of just let your feet sit for a little bit, and there's kids and stuff there, so it's pretty good.
I'm gonna need those. Yeah, I'm gonna need some spots to sit at, dude. I'm gonna be tired as hell.
Well,
I already know.
So going back, Candid, to Main Street, and I haven't told Tommy this yet, and I'm gonna kind of hold off because I don't like long hair. And Bricky did this for a video, and I'm planning on doing it as well because it's only like $20, $21. Yep. I plan on getting my hair cut on Main Street because that's one thing they have that we do not have on our Main Street.
Really?
I love that. I love that.
That's dope.
We were gonna get my son's first haircut on Main Street, but we ended up not going that year. So we just were like, fuck it, let's cut it. I love that you're gonna do that. Let me know the experience. And $20 for a haircut, that's pretty damn cheap now, especially out here.
Right.
So
I wonder how long the line is or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What else we got there? Dining wise, over in Tomorrowland, talk about bathrooms earlier before we started. And for y'all that don't know, I do like to rate bathrooms, and there's certain bathrooms I won't go into. I will walk halfway across the park to get away from the New Orleans bathrooms. I don't know if they're really trying to mimic New Orleans, but they did a great job at doing that. Those bathrooms smell like shit. I will not go in those. Tom Sawyer Island, shout out to you, having the best bathroom at Disneyland. So this brings up Cosmic Race Starlight Cafe. Bathrooms over there are horrible. Stay away from them. If you want cheap ass food, kind of like their what's our place called? Galactic Grill. That's kind of the same vibe, except you have Sunny Eclipse in there singing. I will say, go check out Sunny Eclipse. Just like see him do a little bit of his show. It's pretty cool. Just to get that Disney World feel. But besides that, kind of mid food. So it's a skip for me. Last ride over there, I know I don't want to stay on this too long, but the last ride is going to be the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Yes, and before anyone continues on that, Mark, I don't know if you know, so I'm going to actually be doing something that only Adam the Woo and very few have accomplished. So me and George are going to an After Dark event on March the 3rd. It starts at 9 o'clock at night, ends at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. in the morning. And then literally we're taking off from the airport at 11 a.m. and arriving at Walt Disney World literally at 8:30 p.m. So technically I'm going to be at Disneyland and both Walt Disney World in the same day. But Adam the Woo did a video a while back when he was still alive, and he actually one of the vehicles he rode on the speedway was number 34. So I'm going to try to accomplish that. See if I can get on number 34 and have a cast member take a picture and
I love that.
do a
That'd be
commemorance to Adam for that.
Love that. I'll say try to do it as close as you can to dark, just because there's no shade at all and it's hot as hell, and you'll be dead in the sun there, dude. It's a lot different too. It's just a speedway, like it's just a regular speed track. It doesn't have any of the cool Honda stuff that we got. Shout out to Honda for the 10 years of us having to keep that fucking ride around, assholes. But yeah. Anyways, I love that, dude. Conductor, that's amazing, man. I hope you achieve that. You should be able to achieve that, and I hope everything just goes smooth, because we got to keep traditions alive, and creating new traditions for more and more Disney fans in the world. And I love it. And rest in peace, Adam the Woo too. That's a sad one for us. So
It is.
let's move over to the other side now. I want to go back over to Frontierland. So you got Big Thunder Mountain in Frontierland. You got Tom Sawyer Island. You got Country Bear Jamboree, and you got the railroad. So you already hear a difference in that lineup, right?
Yes.
What was the big Country Bear Jamboree? So
Yes.
like
Pretty much.
Go. How awesome is that going to be? Are you excited for that?
Oh, 100%. I'm excited for it, because again, it's another extinct attraction that we don't have here at Disneyland. So I'm definitely anticipating seeing that. To kind of hop over the Thunder Mountain, if it's open, the only reason I would want to ride that is because it got a fresh new track, and it has the new show scene. That's the only reason I would ride their Thunder Mountain. But I'm more anticipated for the Country Bear Jamboree for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one. They did get a retrack, which is awesome. Ours was running pretty smooth last time I went too. I was actually impressed by it. The cool thing about their Thunder Mountain is their queue is a lot different than ours. It's actually kind of slim, so you gotta walk sideways a little bit. I feel like it's just a little tight. But the ride goes backwards. Not backwards, but like it's the opposite way of ours. So it feels different. So it's mirrored. So I think that right there makes it a different attraction and like in itself. But yeah, Country Bear Jamboree. What about you too, Tommy Toon?
100% the Country Bear. Yeah, because man, I think it's going to be closed. I think Thunder Valley or not Thunder Valley, but Big Thunder is going to be closed. I wish everything was open when I go.
Yeah,
there'll be stuff that I have to hold off, and then do it next time, do it on the next trip. That's why I'm gonna try and do as much as I can. But man, yeah, Big Thunder, that's sick. That's like mirrored. I would love to do that. Like, especially like we're gonna be knocking all this stuff out. I feel like you were saying, if I do get Lightning Lane, then I could go on all these rides no matter what, as long as they're open or not broke down or being worked on. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah, Webba.
Yes. So, I would say Country Bear as well, just because again we don't have our Country Bears anymore, and which I'm very saddened by that. And so I would love to go see them again, especially with the new update that they just got. However, if we are going to take that out, then I would say Big Thunder and Tiana. That's because Big Thunder, as the conductor said, they have the new show scene, plus they kind of just refurbished like the entire thing, right? So I want to see that and see how it's mirrored to ours. Also with Tiana's, I've heard that you don't get nearly as soaked on that ride. Plus, they don't have the single seat style that we do for our Matterhorn, or that we have for Matterhorn. They have the side by side seating.
Yes.
And I want to kind of see what that's like as well. So, also, of course, too, I want to see just how broken their ride is over there. With Tiana's like scalp coming off. So
that's horrible. Yeah, I totally forgot that their Tiana is right there too. One of the weirdest things, because you're gonna walk through like two different lands to get to their Frontierland. So you kind of like curve in both ways and it leads into it. And you'll see Tiana sitting there, but then you'll see Big Thunder right next to it, and you're like, I don't get how that works. So that's probably one of my biggest complaints with that whole thing. I have not ridden Tiana's there, obviously. I've ridden their Splash Mountain, and their Splash Mountain to me was the better Splash Mountain. They had some extra like dips, and dude, their shit you fly in that thing. And the way the boats you sit on the side, it's different. I like that a lot. It's actually more comfortable. You can get into them easier, and then you get to like be like close to your buddy or whoever you're with.
Yeah.
So, for instance, like going on it for the first time, my son went on it for the first time with me here at Disneyland, and he was like, "Dude, I want to sit next to you." I'm like, "You can't." So I had to make sure like I was holding on to him the whole time, and he was comfortable. Where at Disney World we can just sit next to each other. So I like that aspect better for sure. Um, there's a big one that we're missing that we don't have. It's called Liberty Square.
Yes.
Liberty Square. So Liberty Square is a very different area. It's kind of small. You're getting these like more what do they call it? Like more of like a I don't know what to call it, like little shops and stuff like that. So there's not too much really to do there, but it's cool to have a different land. Let me see. So when you see like their rivers too, I believe their rivers are still under construction, right? Because they're
Yeah.
putting in the new car stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably won't see that much of that. Their Tom Sawyer Island wasn't as that. People are complaining about it. I get it. There's a lot of nostalgia with Tom Sawyer Island. I'm okay. I'm personally okay getting rid of it. I think that's a hot take. Disney World just makes sense. You don't need it because there's no Fantasmic there. Their Fantasmic is all the way in the very back. So don't complain about it. It's okay to get rid of it. You still have your Fantasmic at the end of the day. So what's your thoughts on the whole car stuff? Go ahead.
Okay, well, to kind of go to Liberty Square, one of the things I'm definitely wanting to check out for sure, Mark, is the Hall of Presidents. I definitely want to check that out for sure. And then talking about Fantasmic, even though it's the identical show, I want to see what the difference is. So if we have time, I definitely want to check out their version of Fantasmic, since it's basically in an outdoor amphitheater, and it's a little bit different than what ours is, because theirs is more like in a stadium outdoor amphitheater. Ours is kind of like it's surrounded by a river, but it's also surrounded by an amphitheater out, seating area, but you can still walk around it. It's not like you're in an enclosed space. So that's what I'm looking forward to, that for sure.
Love it. What about you, Tommy?
I mean, I think Fantasmic, I heard we probably have to see it because then it's like sit down too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Normally, like, we're kind of struggling over here, man. A lot of the stuff we're standing up for at Disneyland, man, it hurts, man. Like, that's what. Yeah. What do you think, Webber?
I'm gonna start talking. I was gonna say, yeah, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, okay, so I know that we have the dining packages, right? And like, okay, and that's the reason why I do those, is so I can sit down. Like, I'm not trying to stand on my feet for 20 minutes after I've been there for like 14 hours. Like, so I don't understand why they make everybody stand for, like, the people who didn't get the dining package. Like let them sit down too. People, no one wants to stand. Even that's why I don't watch World of Color, because you have to stand. I'm not trying to stand, bro.
It's true.
I'm trying to sit down. So that's the thing that kind of irritates me about that, is that they make you stand for that show. However, I will say, our Fantasmic for a long time has been the best Fantasmic. We've had the more organic style Fantasmic, where it naturally occurs on the island, which is where you go visit during the day. It utilizes the sailing ship Columbia for Peter Pan. It utilizes the Mark Twain riverboat for the finale. And then of course just the whole river, which you're walking past all day. And these are attractions people are going through on the water all day, right? The canoes, the boats. So it's this organic way of this kind of show coming to life, which is very awesome. And you see Mickey appear on that stage. You're like, wow, I was just over there. It's very cool, and you're very much up close. We had Murphy that unfortunately self-destructed. But I do think overall our show is the better show. However, lately it's been on the struggle bus, to be honest. But once everything's back in the swing of things, I do think ours will be back on top. I have seen Walt Disney World's Fantasmic on video. They have gone through multiple kind of versions of it. They've kind of upgraded, and their lighting, their projectors, the fountains, and like different show scenes. To me, some of it still didn't kind of make sense. It was kind of like what Disney has been doing with their entertainment, is just kind of throwing IP into their show, which is what they've been doing with World of Color, and it just doesn't make sense. That's why I also love Fantasmic, because it was a very much of a story that flowed and it made sense to what they were telling. Walt Disney World, from what I saw on video, is just like, here's an IP that you know, here's this IP that you know, but it's like what is relevant for them to be there? That it just doesn't make any sense. I do like that there's more villains, so we guys watch it. There is more villains in it, so that's cool. But yeah, I would say overall, our Phantasm here is better. So
by far.
Yeah. Another big thing too we got to talk about in Liberty Square is the Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion's in this really unique location, and it's actually a very unique looking mansion. It doesn't look all ran down and different than ours. And it's at the very tail end too. So you're going to notice some of the sight lines here. I know some people are really weird about sight lines, but the Haunted Mansion kind of sits out in the middle of nowhere. So you can see it from almost every angle, kind of like ours too. But the weird part is that theirs butts up right to Fantasyland. So it's just it's a little strange to me, and I'm kind of curious how you guys feel about it. But I will tell you personally that this is my favorite version of the Haunted Mansion, which is weird to say. There's a few different. There's a few. I don't want to spoil it because I don't know if you guys seen the POVs or not, but there's a few different show scenes in it, and it's magical, man. It's some really cool stuff, and their queue line top notch. Really, really well done queue. Yeah. And if you guys don't know this, I like people out there watching. I'm huge on queue. If you can give me, I'm spending most of my time in the queue, right? Like, give me something cool to do or stand in. Disney World elevates a lot of their queues over Disneyland, and it just has to do with space and just being a little bit newer. So you'll start noticing different things, a lot more interactive things to do in the lines. It's really cool. What's your guys' thoughts on getting on Haunted Mansion?
Tommy,
I hope we make it. I mean, yeah, because man, we're there for one day at Magic Kingdom, but I'm pretty sure we can knock it out if we're there from rope drop to the time. We got a lot of stuff booked too. But Haunted Mansion is one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, so it's like I probably have to go on this. I'm just hoping, like you said, like hopefully it's not too crowded, or maybe get the Lightning Lane or something. I am excited to see the queue now that you keep bringing it up, that it's like solid like this, because I like our queue too. You're kind of walking through like the little courtyard area on the way up. So yeah, I am excited to see that, and I kind of know that ride in and out. So I want to see. I haven't seen any of the POVs for any rides. I just seen a couple things on Instagram for Tron. So I am really going in like super blind. You know what I mean? Of course, I watch Ricky's videos and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's nothing. Like the only park that I really kind of know a lot in is maybe like Epcot and then Epic Universe for Universal, just because I see so much stuff on it. But man, I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, I'm at that age. It's like, bro, I used to watch this shit on like Full House and Step by Step and
that's how you
Family Matters, Roseanne, bro. Like, yeah. So like, I'm just ready to go there, man. I'm just ready to get there for sure. Yeah, but yeah, of course, Haunted Mansion. I got to get there if it's in my top 3 over here, man.
Love it. What about you, Webba? What's your thoughts, Haunted Mansion?
Oh, Haunted Mansion. Yeah, that's another one that I've heard that's another attraction like Splash Mountain was better than ours. Also, too, another thing to take in is that they don't change theirs to have an overlay for Halloween. So for all year long, you're always going to get just Haunted Mansion, which I think is great because even though I do really like Haunted Holiday here, I've always argued that I don't know, dude. I think that the regular Haunted Mansion fits more in line with a Halloween type of theme and aesthetic than Haunted Holiday does.
Yeah, and then the refurb times always take too long, bro. Like the downtime when they fix,
Yeah.
It does. And then on top of that, we get like Haunted Holiday for like more than half the year. It's like, so we barely get any Haunted Mansion. So yeah, you'll have a good time with that one.
I like that.
Let's bust back over to Adventureland. So Adventureland, you have Jungle Cruise, the magic carpets with Aladdin, Pirates of the Caribbean, Swiss Family Treehouse, and the Tiki Room.
So
what are we anticipating?
So I'm gonna tell you straight off the bat. I've been told by several people that if out of any of those attractions between Pirates or the other one you said it was
Jungle
my
Cruise.
yeah, Jungle Cruise. A lot of people are telling me to check out the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Jungle Cruise is really cool. It's tucked away. Like ours is tucked away too, but this one's like you're gonna miss it if you're not looking for it. It's tucked into it. So you're gonna come in, you're gonna go to the left, and there's stairs that lead down to it, and it's its own ride in its own corner.
Oh, wow. Very
It's
nice.
really cool. And they have a couple of their own little scenes that we don't have, which I don't want to spoil. I do enjoy the Jungle Cruise a lot. I like it. I like the scene better than what we have. Ours is just overgrown better, if that makes sense. Our Adventureland is more dark and deep. Like I feel like we're really deep in the middle of fucking nowhere. Where theirs feels like, oh, okay, like I might be in Hawaii a little bit. It's kind of fresh out here, just because it's so wide open. There's not a lot of foliage. I think you were going to talk about pirates, but let's go to Tommy first.
Sure.
What is your thoughts? What do you anticipating?
Well, I love Jungle Cruise, man. Talking about like top 5 for sure. That's definitely in there. So that would be great to go on, especially with the group I'm going with. But man, the Tiki Room. I'm excited to hit the Tiki Room. You know, I've never actually done the Tiki Room at Disneyland, so this will be the first Tiki Room I
Really
did. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I believe their Tiki Room. I don't know if they're still doing, but I think Stitch is in this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
yeah,
man, I think I'm ready. Then this is cool, man.
You're gonna see this layout for Adventureland, and you're gonna be like, "Who the fuck designed this?" Because it's literally like it's so strange, but it doesn't work very well, but it makes sense looking at it. It's just like you can go this way, you can go that way, you can go down different paths. So make sure that you're not missing things in this park because there's more corridors and traps you can walk into versus just super linear. Like, hey, you have to go this way, you have to go this way. Let's talk about Pirates really quick, Mr. Webber. What is your thoughts on Pirates over here versus what you think you're going to get on over there?
Well, I think I know Tommy hasn't really looked into a lot of. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy, but it sounds like you haven't looked into a lot of the attractions here. I've looked into these attractions quite a bit. I've seen and heard that and just on video too that Pirates doesn't have, at least for the main part of the ride itself, is inferior to ours, but the queue is a lot better than our Pirates is. However, I would say, yeah, I know. Like across the board, I am looking forward to like seeing what the comparisons are for the same rides that we have. However, for Adventureland in particular, I'm looking forward to Swiss Family Treehouse because we used to have it, and then we've got Tarzan, and now we're back to the long title of the Adventureland Treehouse, inspired by Swiss Robinson Family. So it's like,
but what are you doing there? Is it just for kids or what is it?
What, the treehouse?
Yeah,
just kind of walking through. It's a walkthrough.
Yeah, that's a walkthrough.
I've never done it.
Theirs is really cool. Theirs is massive, and it butts right up to the Jungle Cruise. Oh man, right in front of it, there's this. Oh my god, what's it called? Orange Cafe, Tweety Bird, Orange Bird Cafe. You know that orange bird? I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So he has a little shop right there, and it sells like
sick.
different flavored Dole Whips. So you can get like an orange cream Dole Whip. So really cool place.
Conductor, we got to grab that for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So Pirates of the Caribbean. There, think of it this way: you order a burger or a cheeseburger, right? You got ketchup, lettuce, tomatoes, buns. We'll just stick with that. So theirs, you lose the ketchup, you lose the tomatoes, you lose the lettuce. You're left with a bun, a burger patty, and a little bit of cheese. That's how their Pirates feels. But still go on it. Yeah, and it sucks that they did what they did, but I'm happy that they have one. And I will tell you, like, their Adventureland theming is different than our theme. Theirs is more I don't want to say, because people are gonna be like, oh, it's not what it fucking is, because you know how the fucking haters are out there. So I don't really know what their theme is. It's just different. And they got fucking cannons in theirs, which is cool. So you can walk up in their queue line. Their queue line's way better than ours. They have fucking cannons. So go for the cannons.
Well, also to be fair to their pirates at Walt Disney World, it was never intended to be pirates in the first
Correct.
place. So that's that's another reason why it's not the best version.
Exactly. All right. Last thing we got Fantasyland, Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Mickey's Filler Magic, Enchanted Tales with Belle, Mad Tea Party, Winnie the Pooh, Prince Charming Carousel, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train,
Snow White all way. Yeah.
Dumbos with an S, plural, Dumbos, the Barnstormer, and then Casey Jr. Splash and Soak.
Okay, well, Mine Train for me. So.
Mine Train
Yeah,
off
Mine
the
Train,
bat,
right.
100%
Yeah.
all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go.
Dude.
I'm about to spin the block on that one. I'm probably going like
You got
2-3
it.
times.
You got it. I wish we had the space for this thing. I think it's amazing. The animatronics got a little bit of shit for them, just because of what they did. But dude, they did the story right. It's, I don't know, it's just fun, and you're gonna trip when you see, because there's Fantasyland, then there's New Fantasyland. When you see New Fantasyland, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I told everybody this. You can go past all my videos in the past. This is what I got shit for. I got shit for talking shit about getting using all 14 or 16 acres of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
If we would have got Star Wars and cut it in half, and we only got one ride, if we only got Rise of the Resistance, we would have been okay. We would have expanded a brand new Fantasyland like they did at Disney World, and we mimicked their Mine Train ride. We got the Beauty and the Beast, the food place, and we got the little Gaston Tavern. We would have been golden. And we dropped the ball so hard. Not that we need to copy them, because I'm the first one to tell you, like, I don't want to copy shit, but I'd rather have a copy than riding on fucking Smuggler's Run 400 times. So you're gonna love it. It is beautiful. Snow White is a masterpiece. They pay homage to her at the very end, so they kept some of the original animatronics and stuff too. It's fucking awesome. That kind of brings us over to the rest of the rides there. Their style is not how ours is. Theirs is still like a kind of like a carousel feel, or like a
kind of like a carnival style, right?
Yeah, or like medieval carnival. It's just, and to me, everything was kind of just like a wall. So you're gonna walk there and you're just gonna see like a row of rides, and you just kind of like walk into them. Their Small World is indoors. Like, I mean, like the whole boat scene, everything's indoors. So you're gonna see different things. You're like, oh, that's a little weird. Their Winnie the Pooh, way better than ours. Better queue. I loved it. Their Enchanted Tales with Belle, I haven't done that yet, but supposedly it's really cool. If you're only going one day, I don't know if you really want to spend that much time on something like that. I didn't do.
Is that a dark ride?
It's not. It's a walkthrough. But she does like a whole bunch of magical things with the wardrobe. It's pretty cool. Just kind of more kids centric. Have you guys been on Filler Magic out here in Disneyland or DCA?
Yes, I have.
No.
Okay. Is it 3D out there?
It is, yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay. So I went on it for the first time out there, and I thought it was one of the best 3D shows I've seen. I haven't been on it out here, so I don't know if it's a one-for-one copy, but out there, it's really, really cool. I did it multiple times just because it was super fun. Peter Pan's Flight, 45 minutes wait still. Same fucking ride. Small World, whatever. Don't waste your time. This is where it gets really awesome. Is they have this little land. It's like a circus land. You'll have Barnstormer there. You're gonna have 2 Dumbos, and I believe there's a gift shop. And they give you these little they give you like those, when you go out to eat, they give you little buzzers. They'll give you buzzers, and you can go play and stuff in this like playhouse, and your buzzer will go off when it's your turn for Dumbo. It's fucking cool. And they have 2 Dumbos like right next to each other going. It's awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, and they have like a little water park thing there, so the kids can play in the water with like all the old like Casey Jr. I believe it's Casey Jr. stuff. So it's pretty cool. Barnstormer is just their version of Gadget Go Coaster, just a little bit better themed. So that brings up the next thing in that area. That's going to be Gaston and his little tavern he has. Have you seen anything on that?
No.
Is that where we're eating? Is that it, or am I tripping?
It's next to it. So you go in there, you have some good coffee, but dude, they have these giant cinnamon rolls.
Oh, you
Oh,
have me hooked
yeah.
already. You have
Yeah,
me hooked.
giant cinnamon
What?
rolls, and they're just oozing ice.
Oh,
Like,
God.
yeah,
At
so,
Gaston's?
yeah, dude, it's so legit, and it looks out of all the like themed places, dude, it's like the most legit
I'm gonna
themed
have a sugar
place. It
crush.
looks like they just took out the movie and just threw it there. And they have
No
the
way, dude. I'm
yeah,
juiced.
dude, it's really cool. And then right next to it, they have a gift shop, and that gift shop has a whole bunch of cool like just different things. I can't remember exactly, like the little knickknacks and stuff. So check it out. But right next to it is the Beast Castle. Um,
Mhm.
so I know that's something that you want to talk about. What are you most excited for the Beast Castle?
So I didn't even really know about this. Like I said, I'm trying to go in. Just there's a lot to take in. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see the get all the different foods. And man, it's crazy that the Beast is walking around in there. That's what's pretty cool. I mean, you get character experience
Yep.
inside the park. Definitely had to get reservations for this. So I guess we lucked out.
We did, because if what Tommy is saying for this restaurant in Cinderella's Castle, it's gonna remind me of what Storytellers is out here. Because me, Tommy, George, and Abigail did Storytellers for the Christmas event, and that was really awesome because the characters just interacted with us, and not just once, but I mean multiple times. That's why I love going to Storytellers now compared to any other character dining location at the Disneyland Resort, because you just get that value for the price you pay. So I'm very anticipated to see what this dining experience is going to be like at Cinderella's Castle, for sure.
There's a lot of different rooms in there too. So make sure before you guys leave, you go and look at like the rows and different things like that too.
Oh,
It's
for
really
sure.
cool. And then the Beast has his own like chair and stuff. I don't know if you're able to sit in it, but we kind of did it.
Oh, what?
No one was
That's
no one was
sick.
around, so fuck it. Yeah, dude, I loved it. It was great. Once again, you guys are gonna get there. You're gonna see some of the stuff there, and you're like, why the fuck did we get Star Wars? Like, why did we get this? So that concludes that park. It's a good time. Is it going to be your favorite park there? Maybe. Is it going to remind you of Disneyland? Definitely going to remind you of Disneyland, just on a giant scale. Are you going to like it more? I'm actually fairly confused if you do, but I want to hear why you like it more. So you better be prepared to tell me why, and I'll just tell you, hey, I don't know about that one, sir. But in general, let's jump to another park. What is another park you're most anticipated? And we got time, right? You guys feeling okay?
Yeah. Oh, all
Yeah.
good.
Awesome.
So
Love it.
I'm gonna go, because this one is a heavy hitter. I'm gonna go Epcot.
Epcot, 100%. Yeah.
Okay,
Epcot all
let's
day,
do it.
bro.
Let's do it. Let me pull up my little Epcot chart real quick, because this place is
Okay.
fucking huge.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah.
what George said. That's massive.
dude, I'm in love with Epcot, and I'm not afraid to tell
Yeah, be in
anybody.
love.
And we all could be in love with the same Epcot. Like, I will share with you. That's how good she is to us. If we had Epcot here, and I know OG said this multiple times, if we have a Westcott, that would be Disney's biggest moneymaker of all time.
Ever,
The
right?
fact that we haven't gotten something like that here just blows my mind.
It's criminal.
And not saying we. So if you don't know, Epcot is like multiple things. So there's Epcot and there's the World Celebration. I think they call it. It used to be like World Showcase. So there's or like World Celebration, World Discovery, and then World Nature. Then the World Showcase. So World Showcase is all the stuff that you always see with all the food. The
Right.
world's like the World Discovery is the big ass thing that Topanga goes and sees and fucking the big
Yeah.
ass
Right.
golf ball. So
There you go.
mind you, that golf ball is a fucking ride. I don't know if you knew that, but the golf ball is a fucking ride.
Yeah,
And
dude. Spaceship Earth, right? Dude, I'm excited,
I
bro.
had no idea. Because I didn't do any research either. And I walk in, I'm like, oh, that's fucking huge. And then you get close to it, you're like, holy fuck, this thing's massive. And then you're like, oh, you go inside. What the fuck's inside? And then you're on the ride and you're like, what the fuck? How'd this all fit inside this fucking circle? Dude, it's a masterpiece. It's so awesome. And then now they have the projectors on the top of it. It's
Yeah.
really cool. So the whole thing behind this is that Walt, everyone wants you to learn. So
Mhm.
learn about nature, learn about space, learn about cultures, and they hit all of it on the head. Like you learn as much as you can. There's signs for everything that tell you something. The rides like bring you to another planet or to another world to teach you about that thing. So you really got to make sure you have your time and you got to spend it wisely here because there's so much to touch, to learn, to feel, and you really got to soak it in. Um, World Celebration has Spaceship Earth and Journey into the Imagination with Figment. Have you heard of any of those?
I
Have you
have.
seen any
Yeah.
POVs on that? Yeah.
No, I
Um,
never
No,
see
no
it.
POVs, no.
okay.
We're
So
going
I
in
actually,
blind. Man.
you got to go in blind. I haven't been on Spaceship Earth, but I'm kind of a thrill junkie. I guess there's two different versions you can ride. There's a like a blue and an orange. The orange one's really intense and it simulates you getting blasted up into space. So if you have a weak stomach, I guess you're not supposed to
Is
go
it
on that
Spaceship
intense one.
Earth mission? Which one? Mission Space
Oh
or
no,
Spaceship
I'm
Earth?
thinking Mission Space. Excuse me. You're right. You're right. Spaceship Earth is the globe. The fucking
Okay.
big ass circle. We just talked about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Do that. Do it 10 times. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's relaxing. It is just whatever the fuck it is on steroids. Also, not John Jones, but like more like Rampage Jackson. Shout to you. Don't sue me. It's just pure brilliance. And a lot of people aren't gonna like it, I guess, but I'm into learning and I love having those experiences. It takes you from, prehistoric times all the way through to today, and it teaches you like
Oh
just
man.
the different ways of life and how we evolved. And it's just really well done. It's older, but it's really cool. And then you got Figment. So, um, ride Figment. It's the weirdest looking shaped building. It's in the middle of nowhere. Last time I went, the sign was like a fucking one of those like weird ass like plastic signs that they just threw up on the wall. It looked
Really?
ghetto as fuck. Um, it's it's cute. It's all right. You get you get to see some of the. It's cool because there's a lot of Disney scientists in there. So like Flubber and around the world in what 90 days, whatever it is, like just different things like that. So you get to see all those people. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Um, Ride it once or twice. There's never a line, so make sure you get on it. That's kind of it with Celebration. You kind of walk in and then you have the big ass globe, and then you're confused on which way to go because you can either go left really far or right really far. Then once you go right, you can go right again, and then you can make like a left right. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like fucking branches there. It is probably the most unorganized Disney park that I've been to. Just that section. So be prepared to get confused. Make sure you use a map. You're going to get into World of Discovery, which if you go to the left, you're going to have Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind,
That's the
Mission
one.
Space, and then Test Track. So
Test track for sure.
Test Track.
Yeah,
Okay,
Test
tell me
Track's
what
gonna
you're
go hard.
tell me what you're thinking. How do you feel about Test Track?
So I've actually heard. So obviously, Radiator Springs Racers was based off Test Track, but one of the things I've heard about Test Track is one thing, it's faster. Second thing, it just got the massive upgrade, so I definitely want to see that in person. So that's what I'm looking forward to with Test Track. Now, when it comes to Cosmic Rewind, that I think I want to ride that for sure because the ride system it has is kind of like what we're going to feel out here in Hollywood with Fast and Furious. It's going to have that kind of 360 rotation of the vehicle. So I definitely want to check that out for sure. But one thing I want to ask you, Mark, since you've been there, is Drew was saying last night one of the pavilions he loves, and he's all like, if I'm available that day, I'm gonna come hang out with you guys. He wants us to go check out the Japan pavilion.
Yes. All right. We'll get there because we're still,
Okay.
dude. We're still probably like a 50-minute walk away from there.
Okay,
I
got it.
shit you not. That's how like bring like don't wear the clogs, dude. Wear some fucking comfy ass shoes and bring
Oh,
an
I am.
umbrella for the shade because there's no trees there. You're
Oh,
in the
God.
fucking sun. Bring some
Okay.
sunscreen. Mr. Webba, what do you anticipate to do there? We're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and Test Track. And actually I'm curious, not being a super roller coaster kind of guy, are you still going to take this on? Are you still going to do it?
Dude, yeah. No, this
Okay.
yeah, because I can't help myself. I've watched the POV of it. It looks amazing. I want to go on it. I do love space centered things, so it looks really cool. The launch that it has also looks really cool. I do love the Guardians. And it just looks dope, so I do want to try it. Now, of course, if it's too intense for me, then I'll be like, okay, one and done. But I do definitely want to try it though. Again, it's another coaster, something that we don't have here. And then Test Track, that would be number 2, just because, yeah, we have Radiator Springs Racers, but it's not as fast as Test Track is. Plus, to what Theme Park Conductor said, it did just get that upgrade, which I would love to see. Looks pretty good. Hopefully the car doesn't crash into the door, but never know.
Yeah. I mean, if it does, you got to go to Disney World as much as you want. Let's put it that way.
So I will say, Ken, too. The interesting thing about Epcot is that it has a lot of original attractions there as well.
Yes.
Which is awesome, because when you're growing up with like these original, I guess you call them Disney IP park attractions, right? They kind of become ingrained to you, like, okay, this is a Disney thing now. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's like this weird psychological thing you have, and I love seeing that this park still has a lot of original attractions.
Yeah, and you'll notice that too, and that's why. And honestly, I think that is why this is the most impressive, because once again, you're learning, and the thought process behind these is once again an original thought. It's not being based off a movie where you can just kind of like, oh, we're going to do Gronk's coaster because we already seen the movie, which we need that, by the way. Shout out. These are all just like someone's mind. Someone decided to build that big ass golf ball and put a circular vehicle in there and make you learn. That shit's fucking cool. But even going back to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, it is still its first of its kind. And the way that they've designed this ride, I've been on hundreds of not hundreds, a lot of fucking roller coasters. And I've been to Magic Mountain multiple times. I've been on some of the biggest, scariest roller coasters that people will tell you that are out there. This ride is so different than anything I've been on that even the Fast and Furious ride, I still don't think is going to be able to. It's not going to. It'll hold a candle for sure, but it's not going to be able to outdo this just because of what Disney did with this. They made it a show, they made it a roller coaster, and they made it like a concert. Like, you're getting these weird elements, and then on top of that, you're in the dark, you're in space. It's just if every element can really just make you feel so like out of there or out of it, they did that. You're going left, but you're also going right at the same time. Like, I never felt that in my life. Like, it's a fucking feeling you'll never get, and it's amazing. The queue line is one of the best queue lines in that park. Do it, stand in line. I'd wait 2 hours for that ride. That's how good it is. Yeah, Tommy, thoughts? Guardians of the Galaxy and Test Track.
Man, hopefully we can rope drop Guardians, man. That's what I'm banking on. I definitely want to see all the music spots, see what song we're riding to. I know a lot of people always talk about that. Guardians is actually, in my top 5 Marvel movies of all time. So I definitely love the dynamic of them. And that's why, over here we just got Guardians in the Tower of Terror, which is cool. But this one's really just dedicated to them. Test Track sounds fun. You know what I mean? It's just funny because every time I look at Test Track, I'm like it's cool that it got some new stuff, like you said, right, Conductor? I never put that in the forefront when I'm thinking of Epcot, or I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it no matter what if Conductor's doing it, but I'm not racing to get there. Obviously, when I see it in front of my face and then I come report back to you in a month or whatever, I'll be like, oh man, dude, that was like the dopest ride. But I just have no clue right now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I love that you said it, because I thought the same thing, because I was like, I didn't know anything about it when I first went to. And then I've seen everybody run there. I'm like, why is everyone running there? So I followed, and that line was massive, and people were waiting to get on this ride. So people want to ride. You got to think this way. This is like the third iteration of the ride. Like, we're on Test Track 3.0. You wouldn't just keep updating and upgrading something if it wasn't a massive thing. And the best part about it, what I love, what you're going after, is that this doesn't really feel Epcot. Once you get on it, you're
Mhm.
learning again. You're learning about the
Mhm.
cars. Was it GE or GM? They make it all interactive in the beginning in the queue line. You can build your own car. You're
Oh.
basically it's a test track. So you're going through fire, you're going through ice, you're going through like the desert, your test dummies. It's really, really cool idea. And it fits Epcot really well once you get on there. But from the outside looking in, you're like, what the fuck is just kind of like a dumbed down
Right.
cars, but it's not. It's awesome. You're gonna love it. Um, moving over to World Nature. This is the worst. My personally worst favorite.
Okay.
Right, my worst favorite because it's the ugliest pavilion, but it has one of my favorite rides out of every Disney park that I've been to. So this has Soaring Around the World. It has the Seas with Nemo and Friends, and it has Living with the Land. Um, Soaring with Around the World, same thing we have here, except you're not in an airplane hangar. You go into this big ass like triangle building where you walk in, and there's these two ramps that loop around, and you can walk around like the whole thing, and then you can look into it, and then you see down there's a food court, and then there's another ride where Living with the Land is.
Oh.
Um, the sign for Soarin' is once again just kind of like thrown up there, and it's over in a corner. So if you don't see it, you don't know it's there. Up on top, there's this ride. It's not even a ride; it's a room. It's fucking weird. You go in there and you sit down in this room, and there's a screen, and it's Timon and Pumbaa telling you to recycle your shit. So weird. It's weird. I'm telling you, this pavilion is just weird. But then you see Living with the Land. Once again, think of it this way: submarines. Do you know how submarines just has the weird little sign and it's just like this little weird walking path? You have nothing to do. There's no queue basically, just ropes. That's how all these are in that pavilion. So Living with the Land, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? I have no idea. All you see is the boat come up. You get on the boat, and it takes you on this like I think it's like 20 something minute tour of all the foods that they grow. They go through
Wow.
different like aquatic, like hydroponics, aquaponics, whatever it's called, aquaponics, excuse me. They show you different ways of growing. They show you fruit and vegetables. They grow upside down. They have some like the world's
Wow.
longest like watermelons. You can actually do a tour of it, like a foot tour, and they'll take you around the whole place. That instantly became my favorite ride ever. Like it is so
Wow.
cool. Everything is so just clean. And supposedly most of the food that they grow there, they actually put into the restaurant that's right next door. The restaurant that's next door is really cool. It
Yeah.
actually is one of those old school like revolving. So like the rooms turn and it like shows you different things as it goes.
Uh,
Um, it's really cool. Then you have the Seas with Nemo and Friends. So the Seas with Nemo and Friends is kind of like a Finding Nemo ride, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, but the outside's really cool because you have this. You have like this little thing of water, and you have the birds on top say
yeah.
"mine," and
Oh,
but
that's
you're like
sick.
right there. You're right there, and you see it, and it's just like, wow, this is awesome. But then you walk into this other side, and there's this big ass aquarium, and you're like, what the fuck? Dude, I'm telling you, it's weird. You're like, what the fuck is this aquarium doing here? So there's this giant
Right.
aquarium there. They have all these different fish in there. There's this last time I went, there was a guy that was in a wetsuit, right? He's in a wetsuit and he's
Mhm.
talking to you and he's like, all right, blah, 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 blah. He hops in this tube. The door's shut on the tube and it fills with water and you see him just swim up and he's in the fucking tank. And I'm like,
Oh,
dude, that
dang.
is awesome. But one of the biggest fish tanks I've ever seen. I think it's one of the biggest fish tanks in like the US too. It's massive. So make
Oh,
sure you
wow.
guys see that. I feel like I'm forgetting something over there. Oh, Moana now. They have like Moana Ways of Water. I didn't do that when I went. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, going there, like, how do you feel about going on Soarin' again? Like, do you feel like Soarin' is a skip time?
It's a skip for me.
Yeah, I'll probably skip
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll skip unless we have time. We're actually going to go to Epcot 2 days. That's the one
Okay.
park at Disney that we chose for two because we're going to do the Flower and Garden Festival too. I didn't
Oh, you're
really
gonna
check
love
out all the
that.
foods yet for that. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm actually happy we're going when there's a festival going on. I know we're missing Festival of Arts just by a little bit, but at least we're getting something. But yeah, for sure. Like I don't know. I don't ever do the Nemo submarines here at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you were saying that, but that sounds cool. What you were mentioning about the one that goes to the restaurant after with the watermelons. What was that called? The
Oh, that's Living with the Land.
Living with the Land. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
See, all these ones that are more like theme park IP based, like Webba was saying. I see your cat. Shout out your cat.
All right, thank
But
you.
no, yeah, no. I just don't know like this stuff. I'm always used to like Disney. That's why I am really excited to go to Epcot too, because there's so much like to experience.
Yeah. And you're gonna look at it from a different angle and you're gonna be like, fuck, I get it. And that's why I left there just like, man, this is amazing. It's a different pace. I feel like Epcot, everyone slows down too. They're not in a race to get to the next ride. So it just feels really good. Let's get into the best part of Epcot, and that's going to be the World Showcase.
Yeah.
You have, I think, like 11 different pavilions. We have Canada, United Kingdom, France, Morocco, Japan, American Adventure, Italy, Germany, China, Norway, and Mexico.
Yeah,
So out of all those,
I'm
a
excited.
conductor already kind of said it. Which one are you looking forward to going to the most out of those 11?
Oh man, 100% Japan. You know, I want to check out Japan. I'm going with what conductor said, but it sounds like Germany is going to be the runner-up because all the caramel stuff, like the caramel popcorn, the caramel bar, like that. I'm going to be like floating around that area a lot. I think that's why we got to go
Yeah.
like twice, bro. Yeah, there's a lot going
Dude,
on, man.
Germany's caramel because oh my god, it's called like caramel coochie or something. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but I call it caramel coochie. Um, you walk in there, dude, and there's people in there with popcorn in the moment with popcorn in the moment making it with the caramel popcorn.
Yes.
Oh, God. If you haven't, everybody out there, if you haven't had freshly popped caramel homemade popcorn, different fucking level. And then it had the weirdest thing I've ever had there, and I didn't know this was a thing. It was a chocolate covered pineapple spear with caramel drizzle.
Ooh, really? From
Yeah.
Germany?
That sounds
Oh,
good.
Dude.
man. We're getting
Dude.
that.
And not only that, too, these pineapples, I don't know where the fuck they get them from, but it's the best pineapple I ever had. It was so good. And I don't care. I'd pay $10 for them. I'd pay $10 for a slice of
Wow.
fucking
I'm
pineapple.
surprised
It
that's
was
in
so good.
Germany, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. It was really, really good. Going over to, you mentioned Japan. If you ever like the thing they do about these pavilions is that you're transformed. So you know when you get transformed into like the Disney magic when you go to the park, you're like, oh cool, I'm in Adventureland. I feel like I'm in Adventureland. I feel like I'm in New Orleans. You get sucked into Japan. Japan's probably one of the best ones for it. I've never been to Japan, and I probably don't have to. Like I remember calling my friend. I'm like, hey dude, what's up? He's like, blah, 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 what are you doing? I said, nothing. I'm in Japan right now. So, oh, that's dope. And I showed him around. He thought I was in Japan. Like, that's how fucking legit. Yeah, that's how legit it was. It was amazing. It was beautiful. The fucking, just the bushes there smelled good. Like, they had water running through,
Really?
and it's very deceiving. So you'll see it up front. You'll be like, cool, there's a little restaurant thing here, and there's a like a little area you can get like shaved ice, and then there's a seating area. It's all layered, so you can like go one way, you can go up a way. It's like super layered. But if you keep going all the way into the back, they have like this like a Tokyo shop. I don't know what it's called. They have a really expensive like bar, like a steak place, I think it is, or hibachi or something. Dude, it is so cool. It's beautiful. That's probably one of my favorite pavilions too. Doctor, what's your thoughts?
So I'm going to tell you this from what Drew said, but besides just the whole atmosphere of the Japan pavilion, one of the things he mentioned was just how unique it is. You can go into one of the stores and get snacks that are actually from Japan itself. It's not something Disney created and threw a Japan label on there. No, these are actual snacks from Japan. So that's going to be very cool. then, like I said, about just the whole atmosphere, then there was, I think Drew was saying there's a show in that pavilion that you must see. It's a must do. And then a lot of the food, because I love Asian food. So I'm very enticed to try a lot of that for sure.
Yeah. You are right about like they have crazy ass candy stuff. Like I'm adventurous, but there's some shit out there. I'm like, I don't fuck with that. I'm not gonna eat like a squid Kit Kat. Like I don't want a squid Kit Kat today, dude.
Okay, that sounds.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I actually like squid. I just don't want a squid Kit Kat. I'm not in the mood for
Kit
that.
Kat, right?
Yeah, but they have like Lay's, whole bunch of different Lay's chips and stuff like that too. It's
I've heard
really
that.
really fun. It's so cool. What about you, Webba? What country are you most interested to see?
You know, that's a good question. I actually don't really know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would actually have to just go there and see which one just kind of appeals to me more, especially with food. Because with food, even though I like food at the same time, I'm like an 8-year-old like with a child's palate. I don't like a
Chicken
lot of
nuggets.
things. Basically, it's chicken nuggets, corn dogs, hamburgers, right? Like I don't really like a lot of different types of food, which kind of sucks because that kind of limits of what things I want to eat or try. So that's kind of hard for me to choose. Whereas my Mrs. Webba, she'll eat freaking anything. She'll try anything, everything because she's Polynesian. So, but I mean, I think Japan one would be cool. I'd like to see probably Mexico. Because the furthest I've
Yes.
got to Mexico is like TJ,
100%.
but I've never been past that. So
Well,
go ahead.
real quick, Webba, it's funny you mentioned that because Drew was saying
Yeah.
something last night about the Mexico pavilion, was that there's this booth there, and Mark, maybe that there's this booth. It's pretty pricey. I think it's like $10, but it has the best chips and guacamole. And he's like, if you can get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I can't remember if that one's because there's weird because there's like two booths and then there's like a piece that's kind of on the water where you can sit and eat, and then there's a place inside the rest or inside the pyramid, and there's
Yeah.
also a tequila bar inside the pyramid too. So I'm not sure
He
which one.
said that.
Wow.
There's a lot, dude. Mexico probably has some of the most food places there, and it's really good.
So
really
sorry,
good food.
Go ahead. It just popped in my mind.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. So yeah, I would say Japan and Mexico would be my top two choices, and then after that, of course, explore the other ones, but at least come to mind those two right there. And then I would say for just like the World Showcase, I think that's cool because I've heard too, right? Candid, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard that they have some, or for each place, they have like a cast member or cast members who are from these places actually.
Yep.
So it makes it more of a authentic experience.
Correct. Yeah. So every cast member there, I don't know how it is now, but I know like the first time I went before COVID, everybody was from there. But last time I went, I felt like some people they got close to where they're from.
Yeah.
But most of them were from those countries. And it makes the experience a lot better. I'm not saying other people can't do the job, but if I'm going to Mexico, I'd rather, it's kind of makes more sense to me if you get where I'm going.
Well, you're right, and also too, if you're going for like totally immersion, I would think that's what you
Correct.
want. Like for example, right? I wouldn't want Disney to like hire me some white American that can't speak Spanish to work in the place for Mexico. That's just not gonna work, man. I'm sorry.
It might work. I mean, we could just never mind. Anyways, I get where you're going with it. Talking about Mexico Pavilion though, what a brilliant idea to build this big ass like Aztec temple and put food in there and drinks. And when you walk in, it's like the nighttime sky, and you have these little like carts, and on the carts they have different like things like people like handmade stuff like it's like little like a Donald Duck doll, like what are those called? I can't remember what it's called.
Plushies?
No.
Puppeteers?
There you go. Like whatever the puppet is, like a puppet. So they had stuff like that. They had sombreros. They had just like, different things you can buy. But then you walk in, and once again, I'm telling you, Epcot's the weirdest with their fucking queues. You walk in, and then all of a sudden to the left, there's this like weird like two switchbacks, and it's a fucking ride. And you don't. It's not even open. You can see like one boat at a time come in, and you're like, "What the fuck? That's weird." And then you get on this ride, and it's Donald Duck and his friends, and you just go on this big ass adventure where they're singing. The song is amazing. You get to see all the Mexican culture. They do a whole bunch of different like fiestas and stuff like that because it's like a fiesta based ride. Um, just once again, so original. Even though it's an IP based, it's not IP heavy. Yeah, Donald Duck and the Three Caballeros are there, but they still made it about Mexico. So it's Mexico with Donald put into it instead of it being
That's cool.
Donald Duck around Mexico. It's really fantastic. So Mexico for me is probably really, really high up there. Norway is really cool. Norway, I believe, is where you get to go on Frozen. Yeah, so that one's cool. It's smaller, like because they have the ride there, so the whole place is a little bit smaller. There's like some castle stuff there. I believe, if I remember, the roofs have like grass growing from them.
Yeah.
So-
oh, go ahead, Webba.
Sorry guys, real quick. I just saw a video like literally before, like probably like an hour before we started. And some guy was like, so that didn't take long. I guess the mouth for
No, already.
yeah, it's
No.
it's not working.
No, man.
They just updated those because they went from the ghost face to
Yeah.
actual articulate face. God, that's
Yeah, I wonder if there's something with like the technology they're using that's just not working, or it's not working for water-based attractions. I don't know.
See, that's interesting you say that, Webba, because now this is the third attraction that has that type of technology. You have that attraction, you have Tiana's, and even though it's not remotely surrounded by water, you kind of had Walt Disney at the theater on Main Street. He was starting to have issues. So it's interesting you mentioned that.
Yeah, but anyway, sorry to sideline.
Oh, no, you're
but
good.
Because you brought Frozen in Norway, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that.
So being in Norway, this is more of a Tommy Tune kind of thing. I would love for you to review the school bread.
Oh
at the
man,
Kringle-
yeah,
at the
yeah.
Kringle
I've been
Bakery.
hearing about it. Damn, you're my second
Yeah.
recommendation. Yeah, let's do it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I'm down.
So I think that deserves its own thing. There's
Okay.
also like a Steve Church exhibit. It's like a Norwegian history. It's kind of small. So that's really cool if you want to read something. Besides that, super small area. Moving next to it is China. So China has one of those circle visions, which you stand in a room and then it's literally like a 360 like moving movie. It just kind of tells you the history of China. It's just massive, and it's just a whole bunch of temples and gardens. The gardens are beautiful, and it's just, once again, you feel like you're in China. They have the Nine Dragons restaurant there, which is supposedly pretty good if you like Chinese food. But that's kind of it. I didn't spend too much time there just because it was a lot of garden and green, which is cool, but just kind of it was mid to me.
Okay.
Germany's next.
It's fine.
Germany's fucking cool. Germany has the
Oh,
beer
wait,
garden. They had the beer garden restaurant, which is like a fucking like a, I don't know what they call it anymore, but you go into like beer fest and everyone's sitting at like these giant tables together. That's how this place is. It's really cool. They have these bratwurst, like this little bratwurst cart. Fucking so good. And I don't know if you guys like back out what they called. There's some like special chips, so they don't have French fries. They have like these like chips with like paprika on them. Fucking good. I was like, what is this? This is weird. I was like, I'm gonna eat this. It was so good. They have a miniature train village. So they have like these little villages with little trains going through. It's really cute. Then they have the caramel place, which I'm telling you, dude, that place is so hard not to spend money in. You
I'm
know what
running
it is?
straight there, man. I got
You see them making it in front of your face, and it's just like fucking gooey and elastic. You're like, oh
Oh,
shit,
dude.
yeah. If you're a caramel person, you'll fuck it up.
That's-
Italy is one of those where it's like it was weird. It's small, and then they have this big ass like statue, and then you have to go around the statue this way, and it's kind of like a weird chokehold. And then they try to
Mm.
fit like different statues in places that are like famous, so it just kind of feels out of place. But they have the Via Napoli pizza, which is pretty
I was
good.
just gonna ask.
Yeah, their pizza there. They have something else too. What was it?
Calzones.
Wasn't that much stuff? Probably. I didn't check, but supposedly this place like is the best pizza in Disney World. So you got
Oh,
got to
wow.
get slice there. St. Mark's Square. That's what it is. It's kind of small. It's good for pictures, but you have to like be in that little area to take the picture. It's not like you're just like China. You walk up, you see the big arches, and you take a picture, and you see all the China. Italy, you got to go up to like the fountain and take a picture of just the fountain.
That's
So a little different. This next one, I was like, why the fuck would you do this? We're already in America. Like, why would you make an American pavilion? And I got in there, I'm like, this is pretty fucking sweet. So they have this is where they have live shows, live bands. They have their live bands they have there is like fucking NSYNC and like like not big bands, but like I mean like people from NSYNC like will go. But they're always doing something, and it's just really cool for entertainment. They have the Regal Eagle Smokehouse, so barbecue. Dude, fucking good. It was really good. I enjoyed it, and just had that old like colonial feel. So it was really cool. It just felt like old school California, old school U.S. And it was really really nice. And they have a really cool the American Adventure, the animatronic like show. That will give you a little bit of a tear. So that's a good one. Watch that. Going down my list, Morocco Pavilion. If you don't know anything about Morocco Pavilion, I can't remember what they call them. I don't know if it's a sultan or whatever they call it in Morocco. But he came, the king, we'll call him the king. He came and helped like get his builders, I guess, to help build this and plan it out. It's probably one of the most intricate built pavilions. You're going through like different little hallways, different pathways. Like you feel like you're in like a bazaar. It has like just little shops just hidden everywhere, and it smells like just fucking like just good, like perfume or cologne or like just musk. It's really cool, and they have this like a spice place where you can get like food and stuff. And the weirdest thing I got was these what was it like a oh my god, not grapes. What the fuck is it? Not grapes. What's the other one? Olives. And the olives, I was like, well, fucking cup of olives is weird. But it had like this whatever like seasoning they put on. It was just like one of the best things I ever had. And it was so authentic. Out of everything I had there, like that food was the most authentic food that I could possibly
Really?
get. Yeah, it was just if like the people making it were just like straight. Like I felt like I was there. Like out of every place, Japan was great, but this was the one place I'm like, fuck you, I'm literally in Morocco. It was so
Oh man,
cool.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
That
it was
sounds
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, and Morocco's not my cup of tea in general. Like that's not my type of like atmosphere I like to be in. I'm more of like a jungle kind of guy. But this one, you're transformed into a fucking Moroccan.
Wow.
They had
stuff.
Spice Road table, which is like small plates. And then yeah, authentic architecture. You have France Pavilion. That's where Remy's is. So has anyone seen
Okay,
anything on
cool.
Remy yet?
No, I haven't. I'm ready though. That's a ride, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that, dude.
The only thing I know of, Mark, because again, a lot of these coasters and attractions, I haven't seen POV videos of because of this specific reason. But I will tell you, one of the things I am more anticipated about that attraction is the fact that they got rid of the 3D. I know there are some people that said, "Oh yeah, the 3D is awesome in it." For me, that wears glasses like Webba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The putting on another pair of glasses.
It sucks,
Right.
dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd rather
Yep.
just not have it.
you're not missing out on much. Like it's not Universal where there's 50,000 screens everywhere. They use a lot of props. So you'll go through one scene and you'll have like an image somewhere of like a rat or doing something weird.
Sure.
And that might be a little 3D, but you're not like missing out on it. So I'm actually okay with them removing the 3D.
Yeah.
I wish you guys went twice. I wish you were there before they put it there and then now that it's there, because Disney magic on how they fit this ride into the place and how they made it like the line and the queue work was awesome. It fits so well. Like you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. It almost feels like they built the pavilion with it there at the same time. You would never be able to tell that they added it later on. Very impressive. So France is fucking cool. They have the pastry shop in the very back. Got to go there. Really good pastries. And they had the Beauty and the Beast sing along there.
That's sick.
They had this big building. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like it has this like dome over it. It was just really nice. Very beautiful there. Very well done. Really clean look. Next one's the UK.
Oh,
So
yeah.
UK was
Fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fish and
I
chips.
smell right there.
They have fish and chips. They have pubs. It's like they have these little bridges. They have these little shops with like the fucking like kings and like King's Guard stuff,
That's
and it's
cool.
really cool.
Okay, Mark, I have to ask you one thing because 100% I'm getting the fish and chips. I love fish and chips. Do they have a clam chowder there?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. I never checked, but you would think they do. I will tell you this, since I am gluten free, everybody, if you guys didn't know, so I can't eat much, but I can still tell. You could tell when something's good, right? And the fact that these people were picking up the fish and chips, and like you could see the oil on the paper. I'm like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good shit. And you can smell it. Like that's the other thing. You can smell the food coming from the building.
Dude,
And it just had this like, and it's right on the dude. It's really cool. Like that place has a really cool set because it's kind of on the corner. So you have to jump. You have to take a bridge over, and then you're on it, and then the food place is like on the water, kind of. And then there's another bridge leading out of it. It's really cool.
Dude, this sounds legit. Dude, yeah,
so
UK, bro. I know
so
Conductor loves fish and chips, man.
I love it.
We gotta get him some of those for sure over there, man. Maybe some clam chowder, like you said. But, yeah.
The cool thing about this place too is that if you want, since you're going to do 2 days, and if you don't want to walk all the way around, you can get on a shuttle that takes you for like on the water, so you can go from one side of it to all the way to the other side on this little boat.
Yeah, the water
It's
taxi,
pretty cool.
right?
Yeah, it's like water taxi.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you might wait. The wait to get on it and to get over is kind of like the same time frame as walking, but you're saving yourself like fucking 2 miles of walking because that's how intense it is. Yeah. Probably
I'm gonna need those pointers, bro. That's what I'm saying. Because like, I'm gonna be struggling too. Luckily, we're going out in March, and it's not like the heat of the summer.
We're right.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the middle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's speed up. Let's talk about Animal Kingdom real quick. I know it's gonna be a bit longer for everybody out there. I appreciate everyone staying on, but that's how much more intense this park is, or these parks are, and how Disney World puts itself into this bubble where Disneyland. This conversation had already been done like 30 minutes ago. And don't get me wrong, I know it's multiple parks, but there's just something about these that it's just different. All right, so Animal Kingdom, what are you most anticipated for in Animal Kingdom?
Oh, 100% the safari, man. I got a rope drop the safari. And of course, that's my top thing, but Avatar Flight of Passage is something that I need to experience. Like it's something that is one thing I've checked out online multiple times, and I'm like, gosh, this is going to be one of those ones where I'm really just soaking in the land and the ride and just really enjoying it. I know it gets a little flack sometimes, but I really want to see it. I know I may not be able to see it too much at nighttime, even though I want to see, Pandora at night. But that's the main thing that I'm taking for it. But the safari, bro, like that's going to be so crazy to me. I always loved going to the zoo really early in the morning when I was a kid back in the day. So that's what this is going to feel like to me,
Yep. Webba, what about you?
Expedition Everest. I've like ever since I saw this attraction had existed, man, I've been wanting to go on this thing, dude. It looks so cool. The mountain is like ginormous.
Look at
The kind of the culture too that this is inspired by or that it's taken after is really well done. The queue is amazing for this thing, and for the story. Uh, and also I like how, there's that little trick in that part of the attraction of the coaster. And yeah, it looks really cool, man. Again, we don't have anything like that here. So it's like when I go to Walt Disney World, I'm gonna try to hit everything that we do not have at all.
exactly.
Like for me, that's gonna be my
Yeah.
first and foremost priority. Then all the stuff that we either have or maybe similar, then that will come after. But for sure,
Definitely.
Expedition Everest. Avatar. I mean, for sure, I've heard that Flight of Passage is really cool and it looks really cool. But I don't know, man. I have to go with the coaster. I have to go with the coaster, man.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. So I love Webba's idea. I love Tommy's idea as well. The safari is going to be my number one. The number two is going to be Expedition Everest because, like what Webb is saying, we don't have that over here on the West Coast, and also it's one of the very last attractions that Bob Iger himself said that was ever going to be built. That's not going to be based off an IP. So that I'm really anticipated to check out. And then the third thing would be Avatar. The only reason I say that is because I hate right now that we're going through kind of like this boring transition time during the Walt Disney Company, where you have a new administration coming in, and it's a back and forth between, are we calling it a land? Are we calling it a destination? Are we calling it an experience? Are we calling it this? There's a lot of confusion. So what I want to do is I want to walk around the world of Avatar. I want to analyze it, see what's there, and then kind of picture it when I go back to Disneyland for my first visit back after the trip, and walk into the Hollywood backlot and really analyze how the hell they're going to cram this in there.
Well, also
Ooh.
conductors too. I think for you and Tommy, will be good for you guys to do that because okay, I've said it before, right? I'm not really a fan of the Avatar franchise. I'm just not. I don't care for the story. The characters are very uninteresting. These look like like the humans if they inbred it with alien cats or something. It
Very
just
much.
it's just not interesting. The only interesting thing about Pandora for me is the world. The world of Pandora is beautiful. I love it. Everything else I don't care for. Now that doesn't say that the land is not impressive. Like you show me something that's really executed properly in the theme park, whether it's something that I don't like in the first place, and it could still be awesome. So I'm not going to say that Avatar is poo poo or it's going to be bad, because from the pictures I've seen and the videos I've seen, the land in Walt Disney World looks amazing. Now I'm sure the one that we're going to get over here is going to be just as amazing, if not more so, because it's going to have the way of water and fire and ash element into it. So now, but with that being said, though, conductor, since ours is going to be different, you also have to take into account the different kind of not aesthetic, but different architecture it's going to have, and like different rock work and whatnot than what Animal Kingdom has over there.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest thing for me since I actually have been in that land. I got to go like launch week, so I got this cool
lucky.
pass. They sent us thing. They kept it open till like 1 o'clock or something in the morning for us. I can't remember exactly what time,
Wow.
but so I got to actually do it at night. The fucking floor glows.
Oh man.
The fucking floor glows, dude. And it's not just like glowing, it's like glowing when you walk. It's fucking cool. It's people are like, oh, Avatar doesn't make sense. It makes sense. Once you cross over the bridge into it, you're gonna be transformed into the world of Avatar, and it's fucking cool. It makes sense. It's like its own kind of jungle. It matches the theme. But you're gonna bring this over to Hollywood, and we're gonna get a different iteration. You're right, Webba, but there's no way you're gonna make that fucking work there. Like it's not gonna work, and that's why I don't understand this at all. Because number one, the floating mountains that you see, one of the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Oh yeah.
I sat there and just stared at him like, what the fuck? And it's not like there's a few mountains. It's fucking mountains, dude. It's huge. There's water coming from it. You're like, that's what? And then the ride, the Flight of Passion. That's what we should call it. Let's call it Flight of Passion. 'Cause I fell in love. I fell out. And the way it hugs you, dude, you're like, okay, hey girl, calm down. Dude, it like grabs your legs and it like breathes on it, dude. It's a trip.
That's
It was just amazing. And then they have the avatar floating in that cell thing, dude. And he's like moving. One of the
yeah.
coolest things I've seen. Q Line's fantastic. The other ride, Journey, whatever. Fuck that shit's whack. That shit's whack as fuck. But you still got to ride it. Just don't waste like 30 minutes or less.
Mark, to be honest with you, I think with that attraction, it's so short and it shouldn't have been twice as long. I think all the money in the budget went towards that animatronic. To be honest with you, and everything else.
It's really well done. And, I mean, she's like floating too. She's like, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. For the rest of the ride was, what the hell are you doing, dude? Why am I even like? I thought I was gonna. I didn't have enough time to relax, and then it was just weird. I don't know. It was a trip. The thing is, you guys said all of this. You said rides. This park is animal, to the max.
For sure.
Yeah.
So make sure, do me this favor. If you want some really good pictures and just to have like a lot of fun, there's a part, like I think it's called Jungle Trek or Gorilla Trek, but you go in the very back and it's just these big ass gorillas, dude. And they have all the space in the world. They're really well kept. And just sit there for like 5 minutes and stare at them because they do the weirdest shit. And you're like, man, those motherfuckers are kind of like me. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? No one else is cool. They have this bridge. You walk over the bridge, right? And in the middle of the water, there's these giant posts that are massive. And there's no nets or anything. And on the posts are just these fucking monkeys. And the monkeys that I read into it, I guess they're scared of the water, so they won't cross. But there's just monkeys in the middle of this fucking lake. I've
seen a picture of that. That's
dope.
dope.
And they're just monkeys. I'm telling you, man, if you think so, Epcot's cool, right? Magic Kingdom's cool. This place is on another fucking planet. You have the unlimited budget hack. That's what they did here. No matter what part of, you can walk into Discovery, you can walk into Pandora, you can walk into Africa. You're there. Like talking about how I was telling you about the Morocco, now on times 400 because you're getting massive lands. Asia, dude. Asia is so cool. The Expedition Everest, one of the best roller coasters I've been on. It goes frontwards, backwards, sidewards. It's just really cool. The animatronic in there, even though he's not working, it's just grand scale of just massive fucking Yeti. He's so big. And then that whole queue line, you're walking up to the ride and it's telling you like the story of Yetis and how it came across. And the whole time you're like in this like Tibet village. Like the whole time you're just in Tibet and they have like the flags waving, just the stonework, the rock work. It's just really, really just well done. And I have a picture I'm gonna send you guys. I took a picture because for some reason we went, there was nobody there. And I have this picture from the back of Asia and I shot it across the water and you have Everest in there and then you have all the flags and it's gorgeous. One of the most picturesque parks. So just make sure you have your phone ready to take pictures or a camera ready to take pictures.
Sure, 100%.
That brings up the next ride that's right there. It's called Cali River Rapids.
Okay.
That's just whack. So,
I'm not really a fan of river rapid rides. For example, Grizzly. It's okay, but one, I hate getting wet. Being wet and soggy, sticky, wet feet and shoes is not fun. Wet dripping clothes is not fun. And yeah, that's not not for me.
For me, it's a skip. Oh, go ahead, conductor.
No, I was just gonna say what Webbo was saying. If I'm staying literally across the street at the Disneyland Resort and it's summertime and I'm hanging out with you guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm going on something like that. I'm getting soaked head to toe. When it's 100 and some degrees, I'm doing it. Look at that.
But when it's 110 degrees and everybody and their mom's on the ride, and then you're gonna get soaked and you still have another 10 hours in the park because it's not easy to walk across the street to get your fucking new shoes.
True. bro.
It's hard to do. But the thing is, like, I want you to experience it, but make sure you do it like at night before you leave the park. It's beautiful. So don't get me wrong, it's just very scenic. It's not as thrilling as our Grizzly River Run is, but it's pretty cool. They have the jungle trek there, which is the walking path thing. Feather Friends flight show where they have these like macaws and they like let them go out and do things. That one's really cool.
Yes.
So I love that. That show was good because you just got to sit down and it just made it easy. It's just really easy. Africa has the Kilimanjaro Safari. It's Gorilla Falls Explorer Trail. That's it with the gorillas. Festival of the Lion King, dude. That's a Broadway show, by the way. The Festival.
Yeah, that's mandatory. That's a mandatory
Yes.
show for sure. Yeah,
Amazing,
100%.
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
I'll have to let you know what I think about it. 'Cause I love Lion King and I've heard about the show,
Yeah.
so I really am excited to see it in person. And I'm not going to record or do anything. I'm just going to soak it in.
Yep.
No, Canada. Now, isn't there a train also, some type of train in Animal Kingdom
Rafiki.
2?
I call him Rafiki is what I call him. But yeah, Rafiki. That's a Planet Watch or Planet Watch. So you take a train back there and it drops you off on this like little island where they work on like the animals that are like injured and sick. So it's like a vet, but you get to watch them actually do it, which is really cool.
That's cool.
It's a conservation. They call it conservation station. So I didn't actually get to do it because last time we went, I don't remember what happened. We just couldn't get to it. But go ahead and do it. Let me know how it is. I heard a lot of good things about it too. I also heard that if you were on a limited amount of time, that it does take a while to get there and to get back. So make sure that's like something you can work in. Same with the jungle, the safari. The safari is super long, and then you got to take into consideration that sometimes the animals will stop on the track, and Disney won't shoo them away. So you have to sit there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes to wait for the animals to get out. So
Okay, that's good to know
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much that park. Like, there's not a lot of rides there. You're just soaking in the environment. When we went, we did a rope drop, and I'm telling you, there's probably like 500 people standing there. And I look over, poke my wife, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And I point up at the trees, and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "You don't see that?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Look." And then someone else sees me pointing, and they all look too. And then it kind of became everyone looks over. You know how shit goes, like fucking monkey
Yeah.
see. And in the tree is a fucking like I can't remember what they call it, like a earth mother, like on stilts, just blended into the blended into the trees. No one out of all this, no one knows except for me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she started like kind of moving.
God.
Dude,
crazy.
Webba, in oh my god, in Skyrim, those with the sprites or the spirits, whatever the earth ones, like the green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what it looked like. And she was just chilling in the fucking trees. So stuff like that to me, that's where the real magic comes in. And they do such a great job at that park of doing that. The food there is amazing. They have the gluten-free churros. Shout out to you guys over there at the gluten-free churros. I don't know why we don't have those. Like they come in this
Right.
little, like they're little mini churros and has like a dipping sauce.
Oh, that's dope.
Fire.
I gotta try
They
those
have
for sure.
the Tusker House. They have a lot of good food, a lot of meat. So they cooked me my own personal plate. We ordered food from my wife, and he's like, "Oh, you're not getting anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm gluten free. You guys have nothing." He's like, "We talk about it. I can make you whatever you want." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, just give me something off the menu. I'll make it." The chef personally made me my own teriyaki chicken that was gluten
Oh
free
man.
and brought it
Wow,
out
dude.
to me. And then when I was eating, he came out and asked me how it was. I was like, "Dude,
Wow.
that's the
How
kind
sick
of
is that,
experience."
dude?
It was awesome. And then where you eat, like in Asia, is probably one of my favorite places to eat because there's like bamboos and trees, and you're kind of like tucked in. So I had my own table, just like by myself. I didn't have to deal with a whole bunch of people all around me. Um, it's fantastic, man. You're gonna just I don't know. There's something about it. You walk by and there's just fish and like random fish ponds and just everything you could think is just random. Like, let me throw a fucking animal here. And you're like, what the fuck is the animal there? And once again, a whole bunch of little trails. So make sure you're kind of double back on a few things. There's one restaurant we went to. Make sure you kind of study some of the restaurants because some of them are Disney restaurants and then some of them are ran by like an outside company. I can't remember the name of them, but there's like a few of them that are ran differently. So the prices on those places are a little bit more expensive than the Disney foods, and you have to get reservations for some of them. So they're really good. All right. So last place, we got what's it called? I can't even think of the name now.
Hollywood Studio.
Hollywood Studio. There it is. Yep. What's your guys' first initial thoughts on that?
It's going to be like walking down Hollywood Boulevard and walking down to go to the Pantages or something like that. It's going to be a basically a show park, you know, to check out the shows and the entertainment.
So, you know, when you get to Disneyland, right? You see that castle and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I'm telling you, out of all the Disney parks, like one of my favorite things is to kind of like get in and have that feeling. So, okay, another example, when you get to DCA and you go in, you get to the back and then you see the fun wheel, right? And that whole layout, fucking beautiful at night, by the way. This one, you go down Hollywood, you hit a corner, and all of a sudden you see the fucking Hollywood Tower Terror just staring you in the face. And I'm telling you, it's one of the coolest things ever. The way they built that ride there makes ours look like shit. Our ride fucking sucks. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, this is literally a hotel. You're walking up like a long ass trail just to get up to the hotel. You just keep winding through, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It is fantastic. All the shops in the world are all way lined up. All the food's lined up there. Really well done park. Conductor, you said it yourself, just really movie driven. It's still, to me, still kind of like a half day park. They have Star Tours there, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania.
I'm excited for Slinky Dog Dash for sure.
And
underrated.
Go ahead. And also, sorry, isn't Galaxy's Edge over there too?
Yes. So they have Galaxy's Edge, same rides.
Yeah, it is. Webba, I'm going to tell you right now, from a picture, because I had to spoil myself because me and OG were doing a video. We looked at it. The entrance looks like a freeway overpass in Los Angeles. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
not done very well. Not done. Ours is beautiful, by the way. I was talking to Webba when we went last, and just that part where you go from from Frontierland into it, just fucking money. Theirs is like you said, you're like, what the fuck? All right, that's cool. And then their color scheme is different. Their colors are like a little bit different than ours. That's like the only difference. Like everything's painted just like a different shade. But Rock and Roller Coaster, I think that's gonna be closed when you guys are there for the Muppet.
Yeah,
that sucks. That was a good one. Yeah. So I guess the other real big one is gonna be Slinky Dog Dash. Get on it. Let me know what you think. I wasn't expecting it to be as like intense as it was. like I wrote that and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is supposed to be a kid ride. Like, you're trying to throw me out of this Slinky thing. It was crazy. Man, it was good. I don't really have too much to say about this park, man. It was kind of rough when I went.
So I'm going to tell you this, Mark. One of the shows I'm most anticipated on seeing, and hopefully, I don't know, we're only a handful of days on going.
Someone could get unalived if it's the show I'm thinking. Someone could get unalived before you guys get there, and it'll shut the whole show down.
Yeah,
you think it's?
I'm more anticipated to check out the one show I really want to see is the Indiana Jones.
That's the one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Making sure someone doesn't get unalived by the damn boulder, because I guess that's
I know,
happening.
Man,
it's so bad. Conductor, you are in for a treat. I will say that was one of the biggest highlights for me. I'm a huge indie fan, and we sat there, and I'm like this the whole time like a kid, just watching. And there's people kicking each other's ass. There's fucking fire. There's boulders, and it's like big production. And they have these. The best part though is they have these giant fans just running above you, so you're just getting like fan AC. It was amazing. Get there early so you can get good seating. and it's right in the back, so you'll see it. You'll walk up and you'll notice it. One thing we didn't talk about in the last park was the Dino Land, but I didn't really talk about it because it's gone, and I think dinosaurs already shut down, so
It's gone.
you're not.
It's gone.
Dinosaurs sucked ass. I've people can grill me in the fucking comments below. I fucking hated it. I didn't think it was great at all. Fuck you, dinosaur. Glad they're getting rid of it. Stupid ass fucking looking iguanodon. And that iguanodon looks soft as shit. Like no one wants to fuck with iguanodons. Anyway, I hate that fucker, dude. Getting us in trouble and shit. Alien swirling saucer. Toy Story Land. So Toy Story Land is something I wish we got here in DCA. I think it would have looked like it would have been so cool to have. Instead of like if we didn't get Coco, like I could have seen us getting a Toy Story Land, and it would have made sense for that area. Once again, Toy Story Mania there, still a fucking 80-minute wait. Doesn't matter where you're at. Swirling Saucer is the same thing as Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Mickey Minnie's, I think it's actually a shorter version of what we have, or they have like one or two less scenes. And that ride, George will probably tell you. Shout out to George. They took out one of the best rides ever created to put in whatever we got here, because it used to be the tour. So you get on there and you go through like a whole bunch of show scenes from all the old movies.
I've seen that,
dude. I got to do it when I first went, and oh my god, it was so cool. Like I went on like 4 or 5 times, and it's like an hour ride. It wasn't an hour, but it was a long ass time. There was a part where you get in there and they have fucking like the alien coming out at you, like from the movie Aliens. They had this guy like hijack the car from us, and he was like an old ass like pinstripe suit. It was so much fun. Wizard of Oz scene, like it was really cool, man. So they kind of dropped the ball on that, but Star Tours, theirs is a little bit better than ours just because it's newer-ish. So it just felt good. I don't have much to say about this park, man. It's in its building phase. Once Monsters Inc. gets in there, it's really going to shine again some more. And don't get me wrong, they're upgrading. But the star of the show there is Twilight Tower Terror.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one,
it's just
Twilight
it's a
Zone. I gotta
masterpiece.
do it.
And it's just breathtaking. Like and it's different. It's a different ride. You have different drop sequences, and I'm gonna spoil a little bit for you. I'm sorry, but I have to. Your car moves.
Yeah.
So you get on a car and you move on a track to get to the drop portion.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And as you're doing it, it's now telling you the story. So it's fantastic. You guys are gonna love it. As far as food goes, I didn't eat too much there. It was kind of just basic food in my eyes. Epcot and Epcot was probably the best food you're gonna get out of everything. Yeah.
So I'm anticipating, for sure.
Animal Kingdom's really good too, but you gotta like kind of want something specific there and to go get it. But yeah, no, man, I'm really excited for you guys' trip. I wish I was going with you guys. I still feel like even though I've gone a couple times, every time I've gone, it's so big of like each park's so big that you feel like you still don't see everything. Where Disneyland, it's the same thing over and over. This place is just different. It's evolving. And I will tell you guys that I am more of a Disney World fan than I am Disneyland now.
Oh wow!
Just because of ease of use and just how much more creative they are there. And I know they have the freedom to be creative because of the size. And it really sucks because we're so nostalgic and we're stuck in the past. Which don't get me wrong, like don't touch my pirates anymore. Leave my shit alone. But it's okay to get rid of some stuff to be able to move into the future. They just have the luxury over there to not have to get rid of things. They can just build it. So I'm really happy for you guys. I'm excited for you guys. I can't wait to hear about your stories when you get back. Just do me one favor. Pack some fucking sunscreen because you will get lobstered. Stay away from the water. That's the other thing. Don't get fucking eaten by crocodile. If you guys get eaten by a fucking crocodile, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, don't get eaten by a fucking crocodile. Like that's
no thanks, man.
Yeah, no.
That's all bad, bro.
I know we got to go, but last thing, where are you guys staying?
We're not gonna say.
Yeah. Okay.
But you'll see when we get there eventually. You'll know what it is.
I totally spaced on that. You are right. They're gonna stay on an island. Um, so I've been to a couple different places on purpose, just to check them out. Um, they have this like tiki. That I can't remember the name of it, but the
It's
tiki
the Polynesian.
Polynesian. Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
place.
that looks
That place
sick.
is really fucking cool. Yeah.
Damn.
So
We're
check
gonna
that
go to
place out if
Ohana
you.
there, I think. Ohana's in there,
Okay,
I
there you
think.
go. Yep.
Yeah, we got a
Oh, the
reservation
monorail.
there, so we'll be grubbing for sure.
Take the monorail too, because the monorail brings you like through some of them. Like there's, I think it's the I cannot remember any names.
Contemporary.
Yeah, contemporary. It brings you right through its fucking trip, dude.
Oh, that's
And you're
where
like
it's
looking.
at.
Yeah, and people are like, "What the fuck?" You're just like kind of looking at this monorail coming through the building. So it's pretty cool.
That's sick, dude.
So
Yeah, I'm
the
pumped for that.
kind of go on a rapid response since we're ending tonight is 2 hotels for sure I would love to stay at going forward would be the Grand Floridian and
100%.
the Polynesian. I talked to a family friend. He is my uncle's brother, but I've known him all my life. He used to go down there for his company for conventions, and he stayed at the oh my gosh, I just said it too, the one with the
Grand Floridian?
monorail going to it.
Contemporary.
Contemporary. He said the Contemporary kind of feels like it's stuck in the 80s, like it hasn't been updated. So you'll get the retro carpet and the retro kind of vibe when you walk in there. It's not marred like the Polynesian and Grand Floridian, all that. So those are 2 hotels I would like to stay at going forward.
I agree. I really want to stay at Polynesian. I'm excited to resort hop when I'm there, when we do one of the days or 2 of the days. We're checking out a lot of stuff. Disney Springs, I'm excited for the boathouse.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for the boathouse. That's going to be really, really cool to do. Bricky kind of told us just to enjoy like when we get on not the ferry, but whatever boat that takes us in. Just when we're leaving, just enjoy going in, coming out. Just really soak it all in. I do appreciate you too, Candid, man. You really like fleshed out the events for us and everything. And I definitely learned a lot tonight. So I'm like picturing it in my head. So now when I see certain spots, I'll be like, okay, now this is the actual location of what I was hearing from. So yeah, man, it's good to hear this stuff because I don't know much, man. So I'm really excited to come back and
it's a different animal,
like
man.
Tell you what and how we experienced our stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be different ways we do it, and everything's going to be like this. It's nonstop. We'll be there for 2 weeks, but half of the time we're at Universal parks, and the other half is Disney. So I definitely will be going back for sure. But I would love to go there with all you guys soon one day because I mean. Webba and Candid, you guys are the rides guys, so I mean we definitely have to hit the rides.
Y'all need to be able to keep up, though. That's the
it's hard.
I kept up with you at Disneyland.
You did good. You did good. You did good. But no, this is a different trip for sure, you guys. And Bricky's right. Shout out to Bricky. Just soak it in. And it's a lot. Like you're gonna have to, what's the word? Decompress every single night, and just to buckle up for the next day. And I'm telling you, like, when you can get your rest, but make sure you wake up on time because if you don't get there and you don't rope drop, you're going to miss out on a lot of shit too. So just got to get it done.
That's something also Bricky did say. He's like, don't make it a mission to see everything.
Everything.
Like, don't rush around. Don't do that. Because if you plan on going back, there's no reason to sit there and try to kill yourself trying to see everything. Don't do that.
No.
And you'll miss a lot of things by rushing past them too, and you won't be able to just take it in for what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure. One last thing too is the Animal Kingdom Lodge. That was another big one for me that I always wanted to try. Where you can wake up in the morning and feed the animals from your stuff, but that's not my tax bracket, buddy. But shout out to anybody out there that wants to take me. I'll go with you. I'll pay for nothing. I'll share a room with you. Mr. Webba, we're gonna end this with you. Well, we're gonna start ending it with you. Tell them where they can find you at. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you.
No, of course, Ken. Thank you so much for having me on with all three of you. This was awesome, and I'm sure that the boys are going to have a lot of fun at Walt Disney World. And yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms: YouTube, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Mr. Webba at Webcast Citizen, and also on Orange Grove 55.
Love it. Tommy, where can I find you?
Yeah, Candid, like I said, I'm definitely down to report back however way you want to structure it. Maybe one park or whatever. Man, it's up to you. I'm definitely down to give you my thoughts when we come back and the way I perceive it. You know what I mean? Because everybody perceives it different. And you know me, I'm a big food guy. I didn't really mention too much food because I don't know what I'm going to eat, but I know the restaurants I'm going to hit, so I'll have a lot to talk about and the vibe and the ambiance of these things. But yeah, you can find me at TommyToon_world on YouTube and TikTok. And on Instagram, is that more day to day? I'm pushing on there tough. TommyToon_.
Love it. And real quick before we get over to conductor, I want to hear like the realness of it. And that's the best thing about this channel. And you know, even OG's channel too, like everything's real. We're not getting paid by Disney to tell you that shit's amazing when it's not. Like I want to hear like, man, this fucking sucked, or this was amazing. And if you don't like the stuff I told you about, I'm curious of why you don't like it. But those are the things I want you to experience and to come back and tell me like, hey, you know what? I want to hear what you would take and put into our park. I think that's gonna be the biggest one for me. So do me a favor and get like 3 things from all the parks, or how about this, one thing from each park, and then bring it to me that what you would put into DCA or into Disneyland. I think that'd be awesome.
That's good.
Cool.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, conductor, go for it.
Absolutely. I want to thank Mark from TheCandidCamper for always being an amazing host. And hopefully you can get your trivia shows back, because my God, we have so much fun doing those.
Yeah, we got you.
100%.
Now we can do a Disney World one.
Oh, 100% we're doing it.
Yeah.
100%. Mr. Webba, it's always great to see you, my partner in crime, saving the town, the city, Mr. Spider-Man. Can't wait to do that Legoland trip with you very soon. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Tommy Toon, I can't wait to be out there with you, because we rock the house when we're out here at Disneyland, HHN, at Universal. So it's going to be a great time. But you can find me on YouTube and Blue Sky at Theme Park Conductor, on Instagram at theme_park_conductor, on X at Theme Conductor, TikTok at Theme Park Conductor 1, and every Sunday at 5 and 7 p.m. for Conductor Sunday live stream, where we have amazing guests like the one and only Tommy Toon World with his world famous Steven Spielberg food reviews, TheCandidCamper with his honest theme park opinions, doesn't BS anybody, Mr. Webba, our neighborhood Spider-Man, and just Disney legend in my personal opinion, and so many others as we break down all the news from the parks. We talk speculation, we talk rumors, we interact with the chat interacts with us. It's such a great time. It's a great atmosphere. And I usually tell everybody, hey, don't hold back. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask it. Ask it. We want to hear it. We want to know so we can respond to it. So
love it. Yep. Once again, I'm gonna put all their information in the comment section, or not the comment section, but the description section. Go like and go subscribe. Follow them on all their platforms. They're amazing. I appreciate you guys more than anything on this planet. I know we were trying to do this for a long time, and we finally got it. There was some mishaps here and there and shit not working out right, but guess what? We're here. We got it done. Sorry for everybody out there that this is a 2-hour long video. I was hoping we can do like half and half, but shit happens. Whatever. We're here. We did it. So I appreciate you guys. Everybody out there, go find me on find me at TheCandidCamper on YouTube, and the same thing over on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm putting a lot of stuff out. You're going to see me doing a lot more in the next couple weeks. I do a morning run or walk where I just have everybody on, just have discussions about anything. So it doesn't matter. So hit me up on those when you see me live over on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Peace.